What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Cut and Debate Show. I am your boy Shy. This is my co-host Mike. We are filming in the beautiful sunny South Florida at the Stella Cuts Barbershop, located in Wynwood, Miami, Florida. It is Saturday. We are having a good time. Everybody is feeling great. Mike, how you feeling this week?
I'm actually feeling pretty amazing, despite the fact that my teams took a big hit last week.
They did.
But I'm alive. Miami is beautiful.
Absolutely.
The weather is nice. And we shoot another podcast, girl. Let's go.
Now, I will say this. Somebody asked me this week, so I live like an hour away from here.
Right.
And I've been getting my hair cut at Stella Cuts for the last 5 years or however long it's been open.
Your barber is the bomb.
And I've also been getting my hair cut down here for the last 13 years. And somebody asked me, why you keep driving down here? And as I was riding in, I never had an answer for them, first and foremost. I never had an answer. But as I was driving in, and I'm riding down this street, and you ride down the street, if you've never been to Wynwood, Miami, it's the dopest thing ever. Whole bunch of shops, whole bunch of things, whole bunch of foot traffic. But as I'm riding down the street, I am looking, and when I said this before, my head is on the swivel. The scenery here is amazing. There are no palm trees on this street.
Not one.
But I come down here because you will never see anything like the beautiful women in Miami, Florida, like you do.
Totally
on this
agreed.
Street. I'm married, by the way. I love you, wife. But it's been a great day so far. Even though this week was terrible for picks. For our picks, this week was terrible.
Yes.
But we live in the best city in the world.
Zero complaints.
One of the best.
Zero complaints. This place is amazing.
Absolutely. Kicking it off. Let's get to our top picks for last week. I went 3 for 8. Mike went 2 for 8. This is probably Mike's worst week
ever
since he's been doing this.
Ever.
I think he jinxed himself because last week he was talking so much doo-doo about how good he was at this. And I told you, got to stay humble.
You got to
stay humble or the picks will humble you.
Yeah, I got a little carried away.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. It's happened to me before. I don't know where, the 4 for 8 or the mediocre picks that I have been picking lately has come from, but I feel like it's going to turn around for me now. Let's jump right into it. Week 4 in review. Tuesday, November 9th, Milwaukee versus Philly. Did you watch the game?
No, I didn't watch the game. I'm glad I didn't watch the game.
I think Grayson Allen gets a bad rap just because he tripped a couple people back in the day and he smacked a couple people. But think about it. How many people you know that you got in your family that smacked some people and tripped some people in their day and you still rock with them and now you call them an OG. So
yeah, but
I feel like Grayson's
they didn't
an
do
OG.
it during a basketball game that they were getting paid millions of dollars to play. So I'd probably separate
I think
the
that's
two.
more gangster. I'm paying you millions of dollars and you willing to smack somebody in their face and trip them?
I mean, if I'm paying you millions of dollars, I would kind of expect you to do that.
Gangster.
It's like I kind of need you to be a thug. No, but true story. I'm not against Grayson Allen. I just don't think he's the best basketball player in the sense that sometimes he lets his physicality or emotions play for him. Which I get it. It's an emotional game. If you're invested, you're invested.
Yeah,
but still.
I think Milwaukee's just not all together. It's not like Golden State where they're missing people and they're clicking on all cylinders.
That's just crazy.
This Milwaukee team needs Chris Middleton in certain places to be able to hit those big shots. They need his 22 points a game. Once he comes back, I think it's a different team. But they lost to Philly on the 9th. The next game that night, Portland versus the Clippers.
Right.
I picked the Clippers because I told everybody the Clippers are playing well. They had a good week before, and they had some good momentum going into this last week. And I knew Portland's it's a down year for Portland. They're a few pieces away from being good. Dame isn't having a good year so far, even though it's still early. Dame has a chance to get back, but the Clippers are playing awesome. Paul George is playing awesome. Killing it. 27 points a game. Stepping up into that leadership role, and I think it's going to be a good asset once Kawhi gets back. Then they'll be able to put it together and then make a real run for one of the top teams in the East, as I called it.
Well, I picked the wrong team to win that game. I actually picked Portland to win. I'm a big fan of Dame Lillard, and I thought he was going to come through for me that game. Not for nothing, Paul George is playing some amazing basketball right now. Like, he's actually been inspired to play great. So
absolutely,
I might stop betting against the Clippers because they shit on me twice last week, like bad.
They're finding their groove.
Yeah, they're finding their groove, and I gotta say it. Paul George is looking like Paul George of old. So with that being said, I'm probably gonna stop betting against those guys.
It's a good bet, and you heard it here first from the guru. Wednesday, 11:10, Detroit versus Houston. I flipped a coin on this game because it's two sorry teams that nobody cared about. And I definitely didn't care about it. I didn't even watch the game. I watched like 2 minutes, and then I was like, yeah, this is what I thought it was going to be. But Detroit ended up beating Houston. Nobody cared. But I didn't find out till the next day. Cade had his best game so far, Cade Cunningham.
Literally.
He's been playing like crap. And it's understandable. He didn't have a preseason, really. He didn't play the first few games, so he's getting his bearings and his wheels under him. But he came in big in this game, I guess because him and old boy were going back talking shit to each other.
Right.
And it got him motivated.
They
But
had a little rivalry going on, him and Jalen Green, I guess.
yeah, I think we both should have bet on this game.
Yeah, we probably should have, but like I said, I was picking Houston to win this game. I really, really like Jalen Green. I thought he was going to pull through. And then I know Detroit's having a horrible season, and their best player right now is Kelly Olynyk. So with that being said, I didn't see Detroit pulling this one out, but they shut me up in a hurry. They beat Houston pretty bad. So
yeah, and it was at Houston. That's really the only reason why I picked Houston, because I feel like they were going to just pull it out at home because they would have a fan base. But I don't even think they got fans. Like I don't even think people show to the game.
Not yet. Yeah.
Houston's in that arena where right now where they give their tickets away for $10. Like Miami was after LeBron left. Miami had that where anybody would just walk up to you and be like, "Here, here's a Heat ticket."
I'm not gonna lie, that was a great year for me. I went to like 20 Heat games.
Exactly, it was only $10.
Yeah, it was awesome.
2 for 10. It was 2 for 10 tickets. But that's where Houston is right now, and I think as they get better and they add more pieces, they'll be perfectly fine. Next game on the docket: Miami versus the Lakers. This is when I realized that I'm done. I'm done counting on Miami to pick to win when I need them to. So I'm done.
You notice whenever you pick Miami, they lose?
Don't do that. Because I didn't pick them the second game, they lost. But no, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, it is true. It is true. They lose. I'm done. That's why I made that statement. I'm done with
I asked you kindly last week. I was like, please stop picking my team, bro.
And I should have listened to you.
Yeah, okay, bad.
You're absolutely right. I should have listened to you.
Pick them again.
I don't like to because I feel like it makes me break out. But I should have listened to you.
And it's messed up, too, because we were winning that game. And in the fourth quarter, when the lead started to slip away, I was like, oh, this is Shai's fault.
Yep.
This is all Shai's fault.
Yep.
He picked them again.
It was like, Shai picked us? No.
Jesus. We can't win. Shai picked us.
Shai picked us. Let's fuck this up.
Jesus Christ.
That's exactly what they did. Lakers without LeBron.
I'm going to ask you nicely again. Please stop picking my team.
You don't got to worry about it. I'm done with those boys.
Appreciate you, bro.
Next game, Thursday, 11-11, Toronto versus Philly. I had Philly winning just because they were at home. Toronto and Philly were both playing well.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I picked Philly. But Philly shit the bed.
They did.
Toronto took it.
They did. Philly really did take a dump on the bed that day. It was horrible too because I actually watched that game. It was disastrous to say the least. Toronto blew Philly out of the water. It wasn't even close, and I think that's what upset me. I picked Philly to win, and Philly let me down all the way down. Not for nothing. Philly's going through something right now where they're having like half of their team has COVID, so a lot of their players are missing. So
Maxi's playing really well.
He is.
Maxi is earning the starting spot.
Yeah,
I think in 2 games up until that point, the last 2 games for the week, he averaged like 30-something points.
I love the way Maxi looks, and then I think honestly, them missing Ben Simmons was the door opening that he needed to take that role because he looked good last year. He just wasn't getting the playing time because obviously Ben Simmons was there.
Yeah, he's taking his opportunities running.
Exactly, and I could appreciate that.
And Toronto, to be honest, they don't have on paper, they don't look like the best team.
No, they don't. Pascal Siakam coming back really did help give them a boost, though. He was missing.
He's just another piece, but he's really not even doing it. He's like the 6th leading scorer on the team right now. I mean, you have Fred VanVleet who's playing well. He's a leading scorer.
Yeah, he looked amazing. He scored like 32 points that game.
You got Scotty Barnes, Rookie of the Year. I'm calling it right now. Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. He's hooping. 16 points a game. He is hooping. You have Gary Trent Jr. He's hooping 15 points a game. So there's a good balance of the whole entire team, and I think that's why teams like them are going to sneak in some games that they shouldn't, because the whole team is balanced. Once they start figuring out how, this is like an Atlanta team from last year. Right. Everybody was balanced out with scoring, even though Trey did what he was supposed to do. But everybody else was balanced out, and that's what helped them overcome a lot of games that they were supposed to probably lose.
You're right.
That's what's going on with Toronto. So I like the Toronto team of the future. I don't think they're going to do much in the playoffs.
Not this year, no. But once they get it together, I agree. Yeah, they're going to look much better.
They did well. Miami versus the Clippers on that same night.
Jesus Christ, we had a bad week.
Your boy, Shy Mo, the guru. picked the Clippers to win because I told you the Clippers are playing awesome. And
you notice he only calls himself the guru when he gets the pick right?
this was my guru pick of the week. I didn't name it last week. I'll start naming my guru picks
He's
of the
got
week.
a guru pick of the week.
This is my
Guys, we're going to remember that. Let's
that was my guru pick of the
Guru
week
pick
this
of the
week.
week. We're gonna remember
Clippers versus Miami. Clippers took that one. I saw it. They're at home in LA. That time difference is a bitch sometimes. Also, Miami is not looking. They're looking a little bit inconsistent over the last week. They're still playing well. Don't get me wrong. Second in the East or third in the East. Second in the East. They're still playing well.
We're
But
actually 6 in the East right now.
6. You
Yeah.
guys dropped all the way to 6.
Yeah, we slid.
Shit, I just
Yeah.
saw that. I'm sorry. Chicago's third in the East. Miami
slid.
did slip to 6.
Yeah.
Where they belong. Next game on Friday, 11-12, Milwaukee versus Boston. You picked Milwaukee?
Actually, yeah. I didn't get to talk about the Miami Clippers game.
Sorry, Miami Clippers. Go back. I am so sorry. I
It's
thought
okay.
because
I just think he don't want to hear what
no,
I
I
have to say
thought it
about
was
Miami.
because they suck. I thought that we were done. But I'm
he
sorry.
just don't want to
Go
hear what I have to say
ahead.
about Miami. That's it. Anytime I get to speak about my team, he try to shut
My
me
bad.
up.
I'm sorry. Give your excuses.
Quick,
Go.
fast, and in a hurry. This is not even excuses. This is the truth. I said this before, and I said this again. I understand the whole saying shooters are going to shoot. I get that. But if you're shooting below 20%, stop shooting the damn basketball.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Duncan Robinson.
Damn.
The guy shot 15 threes and only hit 3 of them. My guy,
He's out
I
for you.
need you to stop pulling those damn shots. Pump fake, put the ball on the floor, get to the basket. There's more basketball to be played than that 3-point shot and you're not hitting it. Either way, the Clippers did play a really good basketball game. Like, they really did. Paul George wanted that game. And then I didn't see Kyle Lowry until the fourth quarter. Like, he literally had 3 points until the fourth quarter, and then he decided to go off for 22.
You know what it is? I think it was the ongoing investigation of tampering that got into his head. He probably knew about it before we did, and so now it's on his brain, and he knows that.
He's not playing good basketball because he's
they
worried
did
he's going to get
something
fined or
shady.
some
Anything
stupid
that's in the
shit.
dark is going to come into the light, and that's what happened to you, Kyle Lowry. Even though you're my man, I love you, bro. Milwaukee versus Boston. You picked Milwaukee.
Yes, sir.
You didn't have any opinion and thoughts about your pick.
I mean, okay, so look. The Milwaukee Bucks are playing injured, all right? They're not 100%. Hold on a second. Wait. Before we begin. What day was that? The 12th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, my God. I remember now. Okay, yeah, so I did pick Milwaukee to win that game, and Milwaukee got their...
Yesterday.
Huh?
It was
Yeah, but
yesterday.
I didn't watch the game.
Oh, okay, I'm
So
sorry.
I had to look at the ticker to see who won.
Gotcha.
So yeah, with that being said, that was horrible. I made a mistake picking them to win again. I like Milwaukee, and I think once they get all their pieces back, they're gonna look much better than the way they look right now. But them missing Middleton really affected them. Like their perimeter game is
He's a big piece.
minuscule.
And
So-
it shows now. He's a really big piece
like
to that team.
huge. So I did pick Milwaukee to win. Boston did whoop them. So with that being said, it was a very bad week for me in basketball.
The only thing about Boston right now, even though they 500, they 6-6. Apparently through the first 12 games. And the only thing about them, the inconsistency is just because I think 1, the new coach, 2, they really don't have, that extra presence inside. And I think that's where the inconsistency comes from. But they're going to shock a couple people here and there. And this is one of those games. I don't think they were supposed to win against Milwaukee. Once Milwaukee gets full strength, I think it'll be, lights out for Boston. But, it is what it is.
That's true.
Chicago at Golden State. Hell of a game. And you know what?
It actually was a hell of a game for Steph.
Steph has been on a tear,
Guy's amazing.
continuing his tear.
I
through
saw
the
that
NBA.
game. I watched that game.
40 points, I believe.
40 points.
The thing is,
9 3-pointers.
my brother hit me up yesterday, and he was like, "Yo, I'm calling it now. Chicago and Golden State in the finals." And I said, "Nah, you're smoking drugs." But I
Real good
did
drugs.
say,
Sharing is caring.
I will agree. Chicago is fucking playing amazing. They're
They
third
are.
in the East. DeRozan 25 points. Levine 25 points. Caruso is like, he's only scoring like 8 to 9 points. But Lonzo, 12 points and 4 or 5 assists. They just have a good mix of people that they are playing really well, and they're going to shock a lot of people. I feel like they could be a 4 to 6 seed in the East coming out this year, which I didn't expect at all.
I mean, they could be a 4 to 6 seed. I don't see them going any higher than that is a problem. That's why I don't see them coming out of the East. They're going to be very fun to watch. But the thing I do not like about them is they're a perimeter-oriented team with all those perimeter players.
Yeah.
So if your shots are not falling or the passes aren't hitting, then it's going to take a lot away from your basketball game. You guys don't have a dominant post presence, and I think that's what's going to scare me. And then defensively, as good as you are, fun as you are to watch on the offensive end, defensively, I haven't really seen you guys do too much yet. The games are very high scoring. Every team that you played against has gone over 100 points. So with that being said, I mean, you're going to be fun to watch. You're going to be exciting to watch. Whether or not I think you're going to make noise in the playoffs, maybe second round. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, we're going to enjoy it.
Yeah,
there's going to be a
literally.
lot of highlights on your way out the door. But I'm
Facts.
going to enjoy watching. There are going to be some exciting and tough games. They might lose close ones, but they're going to be exciting and tough. And in the future, if they get a Joakim Noah-esque player to move forward, or a Boozer-esque player to move forward, they're gonna kill it. I like him. Moving on to our shop talk topic of the week. Woo! That's a tongue twister.
Say it one more time.
Shop talk topic of the week.
The shop talk topic of the week.
Mike brought this up. We were actually having a conversation. I know he has a reason why, but I think I brought it up a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I came in here. I was about to leave the house. My wife was like, "Yo, where you going? Your sneakers look dirty." And I was like, "You just like, you need to clean your sneakers." I was like, "I'm going to the barbershop." She was like, "So go clean your sneakers because you ain't gonna embarrass me like that." And I was like, "Yo, I'm going to the shop. What are you talking about?" But I got in here and I told Mike and them, I was like, "Is there a barbershop etiquette? Is there different barbershop etiquettes that are acceptable and unacceptable when going to the shop?"
Well, oh man, okay. Look, personally, I it's me coming to work. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna get dressed up to come to work. And then 9 times out of 10, if you're coming to get a haircut, unless you plan to go somewhere afterwards, I wouldn't recommend coming here in your Sunday best. You're gonna get your clothes dirty. Like, you know what I mean? You're getting a haircut.
Hold on, as you say that, Norm.
Coochie down to the socks like I'm
Norman, ladies and gentlemen.
Norm is one of the barbers in the Stella Cuts barbershop.
Damn, see, we should have had a microphone for him right
We
now. I'm sorry,
definitely
ladies and
did.
gentlemen.
And it's okay. No
Yeah,
worries.
we did. It disappeared.
Hold on, we
it
gonna do
was
this.
here.
Norm, do me a favor. Norm is one of the most clean dressed people of all time I've ever seen in a barbershop.
Stella Cuts best dressed barber, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your belt, Gucci? Do me a favor, turn around real fast. Look at that. Boom, Louis Vuitton. What's your shoes? Put your shoe up. Put your shoe up.
Don't forget the Gucci hat, ladies and gentlemen.
Gucci shoes.
My name is a pimp named Slickback, and I believe I may have misplaced some merchandise at this residence.
That killed his whole point. Because
My
he
man.
in here with some shorts and basketball, and Norm out here killing the game every week. Norm, I feel it. He got some J's on. He got some J's.
These are called Space Jams, ladies and gentlemen.
He got some J's. No,
These are called
Norm,
Space
Norm,
Jams.
be on my side. I'm gonna root for you. I'm about to stop. I'm gonna go the other way in a second. I'm gonna go the other way.
Thank you, Norman. Thank you, Norman. That's my dog. You gotta look
Nah.
out for your boy. Look
But
out for
Norm
your
is
boy.
a barber in here, and every week when I come in here, Norm is the cleanest dude in this whole entire
Facts.
barbershop.
Facts. Barbershop's
Like,
best
my
dressed.
man either have on some Gucci loafers, shoes. He has on Yeezys. He has on anything that you can think of. So, I
With
mean,
the man
me,
purse.
I'm coming to get my hair cut. Personally, I'm not dressing up because I had on one pair of white sneakers one time, and I have some on today. But I had a white pair of sneakers on one time, and I left out here. Jay had all types of hair on my fucking sneakers, and I was pissed. So from here on out, I only wear the dirty sneakers to the shop.
I agree with that.
Do you think, or do you judge your clientele by how they come to the shop?
No, I do not judge my clients by what they wear. I don't really give a damn what you wear, bro. Like, I'm not analyzing my clients like that. Oh, why you have those shoes on? No. 9 times out of 10, it's more important for me for you not to dress up because I don't want to be worried about dirtying your hair with the hair that I'm cutting off for you. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I don't care what you wear. I don't think there's such a thing as the proper attire for a barbershop. 9 times out of 10, when I come into the barbershop, I'm wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt. So
I mean, if my biggest thing too is as long as my car go through or as long as my cash pay, I don't give a shit how I look when I come in here. Now, what if
Literally.
you got the freshest dude in here? Have you ever had a client that was like the freshest dude in the barbershop and he didn't have the money or his card got declined?
Bruh. Ask me why one goes perfectly with the other. 9 times out of 10, if they come in here super dressed up, watch. Wait for it.
No tip with that barber.
No tip with that haircut. If you ask for $30, you're getting $30. He might give you 31, ladies and gentlemen, on a good day. But nah, 9 times out of 10, you know, the humble dudes are the humble dudes, but they still kick out. So I don't try to judge people by how they're dressed. But unfortunately, you can kind of tell when they come in here who they are off rip.
I don't think there's a problem with if you come in here fresh every time I see. There's some people in here that you just expected. You got that uncle whoever who come in here, and uncle whoever got the
This,
Jordan sweatsuit,
no matter what.
Jordan whatever, and it's all J's with the J hat. That's cool. I mean, they old school. Me as a young dude, I ain't give a damn. Y'all could judge me all day. Guarantee you, when I walk out of here in my dirty sneakers, my car is dope. My crib is dope. I could care less what y'all think about me. Another thing for barbershop etiquette, Mark brought up a good point. We wanted to talk about a couple things that bother us from a client standpoint and from a barber standpoint of things that you guys find annoying or we find annoying in the barbershop. What are some things? Do you want me to go first or you want to go first?
Oh, we could do either or. I also want people to sound off in the comment section. Like,
absolutely.
When you go to your barbershop, if you're a client, what are some things that your barber does that bothers you? If you're a barber, what are some things that clients do that bother you? We want to hear from you guys on this one. So feedback is very, very important in the comment section. We're waiting for that.
Look at my man Norm with the broom and the
Stormin'
Gucci.
Norman. Yeah,
with the
sweeping in
Cuban
Gucci
link.
shoes,
with
bro.
the Cuban link.
That only happens in Wynwood.
His neck heavy. Look how he gotta sweep the broom. He gotta bend his neck over because it's
My guy.
All right, go ahead. Tell me, what is one thing as a barber that you find is one of your biggest pet peeves when people come and sit in your chair?
Okay, so look, I only work by appointment. So for me, my timing, like time for me is everything. I hate customers who are consistently late. Like, I only work by appointment. And a lot of my customers, you come in the same time every week. That is your time slot every week. I have specific customers. If you're watching this podcast, you know who you are.
You're going to lose those customers right now.
No, they're not going anywhere. Nobody's going to hook up his beard like I do. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm just kidding.
I said it too. Nobody's going to hook up your beard like me. Anyway, no, I love the guy. Really good guy. Like, personally, he's a really good guy. But he's always late. 10, 15, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. I can guarantee on him to be late. He's consistently late. So with that being said, I hate clients who are late, but then when they get in here, they're always in a rush. Like
you got to hurry up now.
I got to hurry up because you're, bruh. Don't walk in here late and then rush me. What?
So a counterpoint to your point. Now, I am a very punctual person. I don't like being late anywhere.
Right.
But sometimes things happen, traffic. I drive from a long distance. So stuff happens that I'm not putting on, in my travel time and the distance where I'm coming here.
Right.
One thing that also annoys me, and I'm going to stay this low because Jay ain't here. He just cut me, so I'm good. But if I come here on time and then I got to wait 15 to 20 minutes, I'm also on a schedule.
I got that.
If I have to wait, that's also a pet peeve because it's like, bro, I'm trying to respect, not even respect. I got things to do today. Like, I got to go grocery shopping. I got to go clean my room. And I need to get back home to do that. But I got to spend an extra 30 minutes in here waiting. So I get that. But the stuff is going to happen. I'm not naive to that. And it's like you try to respect each other's time, because it's the client.
Yeah, it's a barber-client thing.
Barber-client
privilege. I get
privilege, relationship, whatever.
I get it, yeah.
And you get it. And I think I've been getting my hair cut here for I don't know how many years. So me and Jay is different. Like, if Jay's late, I'm late. It's just like, hey, look, whatever. But I try to stay within a block of time. I try to get here because I just respect his time. I know he got a lot of clients and stuff like that. But, at the same time, y'all be late too. Don't make it seem like it just be
okay,
us.
So here's my thing, right? Once again, things happen. So sometimes, you might get carried away in a conversation with a client and then it takes 15 minutes longer to cut his hair. Okay, wait, I get that. So there's a certain what I call grace period that I give everyone and I expect the same in return. That's a 10 to 15 minute window.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's good.
It's a 10 to 15 minute window. Mind you, that's a 10 to 15 minute window with prior notice. Don't just stroll in here 10 or 15 minutes late and expect it to be all good. No. If you see you're running late, hit me and be like, yo, Mike, I'm running 10 or 15 minutes late. That's acceptable.
I'm good at that. I'm the text master of when I'm late. I'll hit anybody. Yeah.
Acceptable.
If I'm going to be late to this or whatever, I'm going to give you updates. Like, yo, every 10 minutes, hey, man, I'm 5 minutes away.
Bet.
But then 15 minutes later, hey, man, that 5 minutes ain't work out. I'm 10 minutes away now, though. So I'm going to give you updates of what's going on.
Respectable because you're updating. Totally appreciate it. Now, if you're the type of guy to just stroll in here 30 minutes late with your blunt in your mouth and your whiskey in your hand and everything's all gravy.
Yo, you got all hood clients.
Yeah, for the most part, hey, nigga, we in the hood. You know what I'm
Coming
saying?
in here, whiskey?
Don't let the name
So you was
Winwood fool
drinking
you.
and driving? Who are your clients?
No, there's this thing called Uber. You know, people
Oh,
drop
okay.
you off.
That's probably why they late.
I wouldn't doubt that. Nowadays, you never know.
So one thing that kind of is a pet peeve to me, and it happens. I understand, especially when you're a successful barber. I get that, but when you are
Wait, I love how he looked back to make sure his barber's not listening.
when you are cutting my hair, and every 5 minutes you step away to jump on the phone and talk to Susan up the street, your neighbor, about her groceries. And you talk to whoever else calling about whatever. It's like, bro,
We better hope he's not watching this podcast
can you
later.
do me a favor, man? Like, can I get out of here first and you just call them back? Like,
Yo, bro, just cut my hair, bro. Shut up and cut my hair. Gotta talk about nothing. Last night, crazy bomber class, yeah, damn. Cut my hair, bro.
is it just me? They gonna
Yo,
fuck.
he
Jay
does
gonna
that a
fuck
lot.
my
He
hair up
always on
next.
the
He
phone.
gonna, hopefully in 2 weeks. Hopefully in 2 weeks. But Jay always on the phone. It's because he's busy.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's not even
Talking
just
to
Jay. This
Susie
is
up the
any
street.
barber. This is any barber that I've ever had. And Jay's busy as crap.
Okay, I was gonna say true story, dog. I'm not on my phone when I'm cutting hair. Like
Gracias.
my clients will call me and I will send my call to voicemail because I don't like I don't like talking on the phone. I'm not a fan of talking on the phone. B, when my client's in my chair, he's the one paying me for that time slot. So that technically that hour or 30 minutes belongs to him, not whoever's calling me on the phone. So if it's not something important or somebody's texting me like, hey, Mike, can I get a haircut later? I'll deal with it later. I don't let it interrupt my day.
My biggest thing is I get it. You have clientele. When you are around this region of my head, all good. Pick up the phone. When you get to the line part, hang that shit up. I need all your focus. Cause once my shit start getting pushed back or sliding this way or that way, and I notice it, I don't notice it until an hour later when I get home. And I'm like, man, this dude, man, mess my whole
Walk
shit
around
up
on the phone.
on the phone. And I can't like be like, yo, fix this because I already got home. But
And then for them to fix it, you know what they got to do, right?
yeah, push me back.
Push you back. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying. Now I got the 6 head. Now I'm out here, my forehead extra big this week.
already
And it's
know.
like, yo, why? Shy.
All you clients that ask us to fix your tape,
That's what they doing. They just pushing
we
your
just
shit
push the
back.
other side back.
They just making your forehead bigger.
Next time, take the L, wait till your hair grows back, and then come back and ask them to fix it.
Don't have me walking around for a week and a half until my shit grows
Big
back.
facts.
Looking like, yo, why your forehead look this big
Yo,
this week?
true story. On the same note, I have that same rule for my clients, though. When you're in my chair, I need you off your phone.
Yeah.
It's facts. Because you didn't come here to be on the phone. You came here to get your hair cut. So with that being said, I need you to sit down and let me cut your hair. There are certain clients that you're trying to cut their hair, and they're like this with their phone. How am I supposed to line up your mustache or your beard if your phone is right here?
You gotta tell them like, no. Well, hold on. Let me ask. What about speakerphone? Is speakerphone acceptable?
I don't mind that. You know what I prefer? Actually, you know the little earbuds?
Yeah.
You could do that all day in my chair. You could do earbuds
That
in my
doesn't
chair.
bother you?
Not at all. If I'm trying to shape up your beard, yeah. I can't imagine trying to paint on a moving canvas. I can't if the canvas is moving. So if you're talking while I'm trying to shape up your mustache, bro, we got a problem.
I
Take it
tell
off.
people to call back. Like I tell like I just in the chair just a minute ago and I was like, yo, hit me back. I'm gonna call you when I get out.
How hard
out
is
the
that?
chair.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a two-way street. I get it, but sometimes that conversation I gotta have.
If it's important, I totally understand. A lot of people that sit in my chair are businessmen, and I don't want to get in the
Yeah.
way of you making money.
Yeah,
But if you're talking about some excursion you had last night and how many drinks you had and you almost fucked this bitch, blah, blah, blah,
yeah. I'm gonna hit
I
you
don't
back.
care about
I'ma hit
that.
you back.
Yeah, do me a favor, hit me back. Let me finish what I'm doing. I'm at work. You feel me? Or you getting a haircut. And then here's the thing. I use this analogy all the time when my clients in my chair. I said, when you are at your doctor's appointment and your doctor is working on you, are you on your phone? No, you're not. You're sitting there attentive to the doctor, right?
Nah, not me. I try like whenever I go for a physical and do got cut my nuts. I always get on the phone. I try to talk to some. I try to make it seem like it's not happening.
Wait a minute. You try to glance right over that.
What?
Like if we weren't going to hear it.
In the physical, that's what happens in the physical. It's not like
Dude,
it.
cut your nuts.
No. When they gotta like push the finger in your nuts.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like I always get on the phone real fast. I'm not saying it.
All right.
I
All
don't
right.
want to be. I don't want to focus on that.
I'm
like,
still
where
stuck on the fingers in the
Where
nuts
do you
thing.
look? Where do you look?
Why the hell are they
They
sticking
just
fingers
walked
in
in
your
this.
nuts?
When you on a physical, where do you look?
I'm so happy I'm not a professional.
Come here real fast. So I was just saying. So when you at the doctor and they have to do the nut check, I don't want to focus on. I don't know where to look. Like I don't know. I don't want to just be sitting there. It's awkward for me. So I'll be on the phone. I'll be talking, and he'd be like, "Yo, cough," and I'll be like, "Ah," but I'll be on the phone talking like my wife or something like that. Do you feel like that's weird?
Well, can I first ask the question? Is there a particular reason why you were getting your nuts checked recently?
That's my physical. It's a physical.
Yo, I wanted to know the
They
same
check
thing.
it. Hold on. So
I
y'all
asked
don't
the
go
same
get
exact
y'all
question.
physicals?
They
I
never
understand
stuck
that.
a finger in my
I understand that.
nuts.
What are you
But-
talking about? Y'all never coughed in the doctor office?
I mean, listen.
I coughed in jail.
we're
Bend
talking
over and
about-
cough.
We're talking about maybe
Wait, what? That's a different physical.
that exam that you're speaking of. I do recall that exam when I was younger, but I did ask for a female doctor, and it was an older woman.
You
came
can't
to the-
request.
Yes,
if
you
they-
can.
No,
Yes,
you can't.
I
I
did
can't.
ask for an older. Yes, I did.
My doctor is an actual doctor.
I mean,
It's a family physician. I don't know what
But my
it's called.
brother, are you insecure or something? in any
No,
type of way?
it's
okay.
weird.
So if it is what it is, and your woman's right there, I mean, you ain't a
My
fruitcake.
wife ain't there.
Are
It's
you-
just me and a dude.
Are you worried
with
about
the
getting
nuts.
a hard on or something?
Pause.
Then, bro, I'm a
No,
little
it's just wet. Like it's like, yo, my man.
What was he checking your nuts for? Like,
I
That's
believe it's
typically for a
testicular
hernia.
cancer.
No,
It's testicular cancer, don't they?
I don't know about that. Because
Okay,
they
ladies-
check it when you're a kid.
And they
I
don't check
think
it. But y'all
we
don't.
need to
Hold on.
move
When's the last time y'all went to the doctor?
That's my thing.
It
The last
wasn't
time
that
I
long
did
ago.
physicals, they didn't check my nuts.
but
B.
I still didn't have anybody grab my
So
nuts.
you
it wasn't a
might-
nut check.
Y'all might got growth on your nuts. Y'all might.
It's
need
call
to,
hair, pubic hair.
No,
I do.
I
got
mean
growth on my-
inside your
it's
nuts.
pubic
Y'all
hair.
might need to go get your nuts checked
That's
out.
called sperm.
Listen,
No, man.
listen.
Testicular cancer is a real thing. I'm trying to save y'all lives.
I
get it.
understand that.
I get it.
I understand that. But again, the last couple checkups I had to do, I didn't have to get my nuts checked.
Yeah, my nuts are just fine, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I mean,
That's a physical.
as far as
every
I'm
year.
concerned, everything is functioning the way it's supposed to. Everything is
Yeah.
used the way it's supposed to.
yeah,
It's doing its
I
job.
got kids
Do
and
me a
all.
favor.
It's
Do me-
still
in
stimulating
the
women
comments.
the way it's
in the
supposed to.
comments. In the comments. If it's normal to get your nut checked for a physical, please in the comments comment and
Don't
let us
be
know your
afraid
thoughts.
to let him know that having your nuts grabbed by a doctor is called molestation. All right, you were just molested by your doctor. You didn't even realize it.
What are
That's
you
what they were
talking
doing to those gymnast girls.
Bro, what are you talking about, man? You
Why
are
is your
not,
doctor grabbing your nuts?
bro. Somebody Google.
It's a nutty situation.
Somebody Google physical.
I've been to a few physicals. A few.
Obviously,
Never
they left
got my
some
nuts-
stuff
not
out.
even- look, I've never had my nuts grabbed.
Y'all
Never.
getting older, man. Y'all,
Nine
we
times out
all
of 10,
getting older,
they
and
look
y'all
at my
getting older. Y'all
ear.
need to be
There's another
safe.
exam that's
Put a
coming
stick
up for
in
you
my
too
mouth.
as you're older. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that one, fam. All right, that exam is on its way because I know Michelangelo here is in that club. I'm in that
No,
40
y'all
club.
is. I'm not in that yet.
I mean, even though
Ain't
he's
no-
young, but he's still got to get
and
to
I'll-
that point.
one, I'll definitely be on my phone. I am not paying attention to none of
Yeah,
that.
listen. Hopefully by then, technology has
Why
figured
are we having
something
this
else out, right?
conversation?
This is a great combo.
So-
I feel like this
Jesus
is
Christ.
all right. But the real
How did I
combo,
get sucked into this
I don't
shit?
know how the hell we got on that. But anyway, I do know how. But the question to start out was barbershop etiquette.
Okay.
We were both talking about the first thing that's a pet peeve. Well, the thing that's a pet peeve for myself and Mike is when you are in a chair and you're getting your hair cut. He doesn't like it when clients are on the phone because he's trying to shape up your beard and whatever, and they got the phone right here. My pet peeve was, and you're my barber, so don't take this no way. You're a very busy person. When you are getting your hair cut and you on the phone doing my lineup, I am scared. I'm not even just you. This is anybody. This is anybody.
said I'm
Jay's face
scared.
changed. But no, it's not just you. You're a very busy person.
Uh-huh.
I get nervous because I just don't want to get pushed back or slanted to the side the wrong way. What are your thoughts on the phone in the chair?
Well, my thoughts are it's the same the other way around, right? When
Absolutely.
you're on the phone as a customer and the barber's working on your outline, whatever the case may be, if you're not giving them proper posture, your line can end up crooked regardless.
Very
Right.
true. That's
Right.
what he
So-
said.
You literally.
That's the thing. That's something that clients have to understand, customers have to understand it. Posture is everything. If you're slouched in the chair, if you're tilted to one side too much, if you're on your phone, if you're looking down, that all has an effect on the way the outcome of the haircut comes out.
100%.
So people got to understand that. Again, it is an etiquette. It's a way to respect your barber and not even get in the way. Me, I'm pretty sure Mike has had the same experiences like me, where I've been shaping people up and I hit their phone by accident.
It's
And I
happened.
kind of look at the guy like, all right, this happened once. The next time, I'm pretty sure that phone's gonna end up on the floor.
Right.
You know, so
But all right, let me ask this, and don't get too personal, and only give me one example. I've been your client for a long time. What is one thing that you would wish I would do? Is my posture right when I be in a chair? Like, is my posture good? And is there anything I can do better?
I've never had a problem with your posture. I've probably had more problems with the weird questions that you ask at times, like getting your nuts checked. That's about it.
I've never said
That's about it. Everything else, I have no complaints.
That's false.
I'm still
That's
stuck
fake
on
news.
Get
That's
this
fake
nuts
news.
checked.
That's not fake news.
I've
This
never
guy will
asked. I've
ask
never
you a
talked
weird
about my
question.
nuts in the chair.
I never said he talked about nuts in the chair.
What question have I said that has been a weird
Just
question?
randomly ask a weird question.
Me and you talk about stocks.
You know?
We talk about news. What have we talked about in the chair that you have been like, yo?
the
this is some
fucking
weird-
Baltimore Ravens.
That's
okay?
not a
was
weird
gonna say
question.
It's a
Cheyenne's
weird
nuts.
question. I don't want to talk about the Ravens.
That's
You're a
not-
fan of the Ravens.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I am. I'm happy about the Ravens.
How'd the
All right,
Ravens
well,
do last
And
night?
I'm paying you. Listen to me.
Listen.
Listen to me while I'm. Listen.
Didn't Baltimore come to Miami recently?
I went to the game on Thursday. I was pissed.
How'd that go?
Nah, shut the hell up.
Miami beat them, of course. So again,
the
I don't
Dolphins.
like to hear about the Ravens, especially when they ain't doing shit.
Jay, give us one thing that's barbershop etiquette for you. We've already said being late. That was one thing because we want to respect everybody's time. Me as a client, you as a
Barbershop etiquette. It's highly appreciated by a barber that when a client is not going to show up to his appointment, that you notify the barber at least 45 minutes prior to that appointment, not 5 minutes before, not 10 minutes before, not 15 minutes before. Therefore, the barber can replace that space with another client and he doesn't have to lose that money. So if all you people out there hearing this, please respect that.
Y'all
If
fucking
you're
up
not
money.
going to show up,
Time is money.
not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 15. Make sure it's a minimum 45 minutes. 'Cause
Minimum.
the reality
say
is
2
this.
hours.
The reality is this. We're not costing you any money. Don't cost me any money.
But you should
Facts.
probably know when you're not. If it's gonna be like I'm not gonna show up at all, you should probably know an hour or two before that I'm not gonna
That's
make
100%. And you're right about that. The problem is they won't tell us that they're not going to show up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know
They
what I
should
mean?
give 45 minutes.
All right,
That's why
totally.
Can I
45
throw
minutes.
one more in there as well?
you
Also,
obviously- this is a good topic for Jay.
sometimes customers, the audacity of some clients when they walk in sometimes and they feel like, fuck, this guy's running behind. He's 15, 20 minutes behind
Yeah, he
schedule.
didn't hear our last segment.
Well, he's got to understand something, right? That him himself has showed up late before. And when he has showed up late, he's inconveniencing the guy that's after him. So that technical guy after him has to wait 15 to 20 minutes. So if you don't like the feeling, don't do it.
That's good.
Plain and simple. Because people do have problems with that at times.
Do one
Man,
the
I
other.
gotta come in and I gotta wait 15 minutes. I gotta wait 20 minutes. But you also have been 15 to 20 minutes late. And the guy that was after you had to sit there and wait 15 to 20 minutes. So if you don't like that feeling, don't be the cause of that feeling.
There's rarely a time when I'm late. It happens.
It happens.
I'm rarely late. But
This is not a personal
but
conversation.
when I
we're
get
having,
here,
promise.
but when I
This
get
is
here,
hypothetical.
whoever's in the chair, get the hell out. That's how I feel. Whenever I get here, get the hell out the chair.
Yeah.
No,
for that type of response from customers, I hope this guy's paying top dollar to get into that fucking chair.
Yeah.
Because
That's South
I can tell
Florida,
you right
man.
now, what you're paying isn't gonna cut it.
What do you mean?
And the sense of somebody just get the fuck up out the chair and move, nah, don't work like that.
That's all right.
And also, customers, please don't get offended if somebody does want a spot maybe that you want and they're willing to offer 2 to 3 times the amount of what that haircut is. You can't get offended by that. You understand? This is what we do this for. We've been doing this for many, many years to grow financially. And when we're finally in positions where people, they appreciate our craft, our talents, and they want to compensate us well, obviously for maybe it's an appointment within the next hour or two, but they're willing to pay for that, you can't get offended by that. Because I'm sure if, the shoe was on the opposite foot, you would do the same thing. It's the common nature of business, right? If a team's not paying you the initial contract that you want to make and somebody's offering you more money,
You go get that
are
money.
you gonna stay? Because
I'm a loyal guy. So it's not
Cheyenne.
you can't put me in that position.
Cheyenne.
You can't put me in that.
Loyalty
Listen, I'm a
and
loyal.
broke go hand
I would
in hand.
suggest that you wipe the little thing right here that you got on the side of your mouth off because you're talking a lot of shit.
Got him.
And it's starting to come out.
I thought I actually had
Dog,
something.
I actually thought he had something there. I looked and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, bro, I've been filming for like 45 minutes. It is.
Yo.
Let it drip out. Nah.
That was clutch.
Anyway, so
That was
again, my point being, it's just try to understand that. Don't get offended by it. People do get offended by that. You know, oh man, this guy's celebrity barber, prima donna. No, nobody's celebrity barber. Nobody's prima donna. We treat everybody the same. Everybody gets the same effort. Everybody gets the same time, the same commitment. But there are people out there who are willing to compensate a little more, and you can't get offended for that. So,
That's big facts.
you know.
To piggyback off what Jason just said, I take my appointments based upon how my clients tip me. The better you tip, the easier it'll be for you to get in my chair. The worse you tip, the harder it'll be for you to get in my chair.
Basically.
So if you're one of those guys that's calling me and I'm always busy, it's because your gratuity's not what it's supposed to be.
Man.
If you're one of those guys that calls me and you always get in my chair, it's because I make it a point to make sure I always make space for you.
And a
And they're
barbershop.
compensated. They're compensating for your time. You
Literally.
understand? Like, listen, I know a lot of you guys out there that are a little tight with your money. I'm quick to see a lot of you,
He means broke. There's a lot of you broke niggas
Quick.
out there.
to see a lot of you guys go to a club, spend $40 for the entry, buy 4 or 5 drinks at the bar, and a lot of you are leaving home with nothing. You're shooting blanks.
Literally.
A lot of you guys ain't leaving home with no ass, nothing, and you're spending all this money out of pocket, and
Ain't
there's
bagging
nothing to
no
show
bitches.
for.
I can't
If you
relate.
pay me $40, at least you have a haircut to show for the next 5 to 6 days, brother.
Facts.
It ain't
Even
that
at that
hard.
nightclub you're at.
Yo, the
Understand? So-
barbershop game is a cutthroat game, yo. Like this shit really like the dope game. Like the way it's talking, like, hey, bro, your product ain't what it's
better
supposed to
have
be.
my money.
The product ain't what it's supposed to be. So
Fuck your
What is,
tape.
You-
what
my
is
time-
$40? What is $40 for a 40-minute haircut? They're only giving you $1 a minute.
That's
Relax, fam. It's not that much.
That's facts.
Okay.
No,
A
that's
lot of you
facts.
perverts used to
mean-
call these 1-800 lines and talk on the phone for $1.89 a minute.
Literally.
but hold on,
$80
hold on,
for
man.
40 minutes.
Man, haircuts used to be
You know?
$20, man.
Listen,
Now that they
I
$40,
know
that's
you
a
are one
lot
of
of
those-
money.
listen.
That's a lot of money to some people.
What?
We all not rich.
Who said you have to be rich?
Nah, that's for I
What
pay
do
it.
you spend $80 on some miscellaneous bullshit out there sometimes?
Yes, it makes me
Right?
happy.
But you don't have nothing to show for sometimes.
I smile
At
on my
least the
face.
haircut, you have that to rock for the
I
next
don't
few
smile
days.
all
You're
the
gonna
I
get
don't
the
smile
same-
all the time when I
Okay.
leave here, but I smile when I buy like some bullshit that is like, yo, I wanted this. Like I wanted this $80. I wanted to spend this
I don't think
$80.
nobody's missing out on your smile, buddy.
They
So you
are.
don't have to smile off.
Jay, you haven't been around
Yo,
in the,
I'm
in the
gonna give up my
podcast
seat to
world. They
Jason
love
because
me.
he's roasting the fuck out of this guy.
They love.
and I
they
love it.
They love
I'm
me.
loving every minute of
in
this.
podcast world, they love me. Ladies,
Listen.
let them know in the comments
I don't
who
know
the
about that
sexiest
one.
dude on this show.
Listen,
It's probably
I don't know
Jason
about
right
that
now because you know what I'm saying. This
Bro, this your third week in a row calling another dude sexy. Don't be calling no dude. We already talked about this. Don't
Listen,
you
he just
ever.
asked who's the sexiest nigga on the show.
Because
He
that's
just
me.
say that?
Because it's me. I'm talking about myself. I am talking about me. You just said
Yo,
somebody
we need
else.
a
You didn't
reality
say
check, ladies and
yourself.
gentlemen.
You didn't say yourself.
Comment section. Please
didn't
let
say
this nigga know how
Go
you
get his
feel
nuts
about
checked.
his
You didn't
look.
say yourself. If you were saying like, yo, the sexiest dude on the show is me, you talking about yourself.
Bruh.
But you said
Bruh.
somebody else.
Never
Don't say
trust a
another
man
dude.
who buttons his polo shirts all the way to the
That's
top.
not true. That's
Fill
not.
him with button
Do me a
ups, son.
favor. Do me a favor.
This ain't
Here's
no
a whole
business.
bunch of clips. Give me 5 clips of everybody that they got the polos buttoned up when they doing anything. Any type of athlete.
Ridiculous.
We all buttoned up to the top. Any
Ridiculous.
type of athlete.
That's a polo shirt.
Any of them
It's not supposed to
buttoned
be
up.
buttoned up.
All
It's
of
a
us.
fashion
but
thing.
let me put out a public message. Now, something very corny to do that I see a lot of you guys do out there. This is corny, and I'm sure you can agree, and you can as well.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Fellas, don't put a polo shirt on and put your chain outside the polo
Yeah, I
shirt.
don't
Corny.
Do that. I don't do that.
That
Corny.
is very corny.
Yeah, that's
Why?
right. I
There's
don't do
nothing
that.
cool about that. That's not fashion. That's not
Is it a
drip.
necktie?
That's none of that.
No, I
Why
don't
is it
do that.
around your collar?
I don't-
Another thing.
I actually wear my chain everywhere,
Fellas.
and I don't do it when I wear
Fellas,
a polo.
don't put a watch on your left wrist and your right wrist.
Who do
Corny.
That is corny.
Who does
Cornball.
You guys got to understand that.
that? You need 2 times.
One
And I'll
watch.
leave it off. I'll top
One
it off for you
bracelet.
like this. When you guys do your designer dressing, right? You don't have to uniform designer. Everything does not have to match. You can mix it up a little bit, okay, fellas? You don't have to
Gucci,
walk.
Gucci,
yeah, you don't have to
Gucci,
walk
Gucci,
like
Gucci,
around
Gucci,
like a walking fucking bulletin board advertising that clothing line.
Uncle
if you know
Jay,
what I mean,
Uncle
okay?
Jay's Fashion Corner. Uncle Jay's Fashion Corner.
But listen,
You just got
I
to hear it
wanted
first.
I just want to put that out there because at the end of the day, you're spending a lot of money on this designer shit, and it's a guy like me who buys a shirt from fucking Marshalls, and I'm still smashing your chick. You got to understand that. So
That's actually
the
a real
designer
fact.
shit isn't gonna do it for you. You got to remember that.
Jay don't
It's
get
an
no hoes.
addition. If you know you're savvy, you good looking, and you got some designer shit, then okay, it's an addition to that. But
Jay
if
don't-
you know what I mean, you ain't got no game, you ain't got none of that, and you rocking all that
Jay-
designer
Jay-
shit, you're
Jay-
still gonna go home.
Jay don't get no.
empty-handed.
Jay don't get no
Okay?
hoes, man.
I'll tell you what's funny about that
We
statement.
got it on tape.
Jay, come on. I know you get it. I get it. We're running out of tape. We only go. We got an hour show, Jay. We got an hour show.
Everything else is self-explanatory. So I don't got to talk about that.
Got
He's
it.
witnessed it.
Yeah. I've seen some crazy shit go down
Okay,
here.
so
All right, Jay. Thank you for your opinions, and thank you for
fellas, for
being.
having
Thank
me
you
on
for
the show.
Hey, Jay's gonna be a fixture, and we got to
Oh, no,
get you
for
when
sure.
you're not.
This was
When
awesome.
you're not cutting. We have to have Jay on the show
I'll try
more.
to see if I can, open up some time where I can get in on some
Yeah,
segments.
you a busy guy.
I'm gonna make sure we get you on the show because, bro, you roasting this nigga was the best thing I've seen in weeks.
It really
But we want
was.
to bring some humor to the show.
It
as
was
well,
funny.
right?
Come on, side.
No, it was. That's
Okay,
all.
but-
Me and Jay do this. This
course.
is
This is-
13
I
years
don't
in.
really hear what goes
on.
This is 13
I don't-
years in.
I don't really
This
hear
is
what goes on in
years.
your chair. This was awesome.
That's the end of the shop talk of the week. Going into the big finish. Big finish. We are going into our picks. Mike, week 5, Tuesday, November 16th. Golden State versus Brooklyn. Who you got?
I got Golden State winning at Brooklyn. Don't get me wrong, Brooklyn been playing some great basketball lately, but Steph Curry is 10-1 right now. And I'm not saying Golden State. Steph Curry is 10-1 right now. That guy's on a fucking tear. He scored 40 points last night. No, but Golden State actually looks really, really good. I'm not going to draw this out. We'll get into detail next week. But Golden State to win at Brooklyn.
I got Brooklyn winning the game. Brooklyn is number 2 in the East. They are starting to figure it out. James Harden's coming alive finally after being dead for so long. There'll be him and KD are becoming the tandem that we thought they were going to be. I got Brooklyn winning in a close one, but Brooklyn winning at home. Philly at Utah. Who you got?
I got Utah winning that game. Philly's dealing with a whole bunch of COVID results right now, and a lot of the players are going to be missing for that game. So with that being said, I'm going to take Utah to win. I really, really like Donovan Mitchell too, so let's just go.
Utah, I got Utah also winning. Until Embiid gets back, Philly's not going to be able to compete the way they want to, even though they're still playing okay. But I got Utah winning that game. They got too much firepower. 4 different people in scoring in double figures. Donovan Mitchell leading the way and leading the charge. 4 or 5 different people. Donovan Mitchell leading the charge. I got Utah winning. Wednesday, November 17th, LA versus Milwaukee. Who you got?
Okay, real quick, Lakers and Milwaukee. I'm picking Milwaukee to win that basketball game. They haven't been playing really good basketball lately, but then again, neither have the Lakers. Even though Russ is kind of finding his way, they beat up on my Miami team. So I'm going to give the credit for that, but I still think that Milwaukee's going to take it, even without Middleton. I still think Milwaukee's going to take that game.
I'm struggling with this game. Lakers, I like them when LeBron comes back. Milwaukee, I think they're going to be up for this game. I still think Milwaukee is a better team. I actually circled, X'd out both teams. So I'm just going to – this is a 50-50 pick for me. I got Milwaukee just because it's at home, but I don't think that's a guarantee. But I got Milwaukee. Dallas that same night. Dallas and Phoenix. Who you got?
I'm going to pick Phoenix to win that game. They're at Phoenix, and Phoenix is a really good basketball team. Ayton is not playing right now, so I don't know if that's going to be a huge factor, but Dallas doesn't have a big man either because Porzingis is missing. So I'm just going to basically put this on Devin Booker and Luka, and I'm going to pick Devin Booker to win that game.
Devin Booker, the leading scorer for the Phoenix Suns right now at 20-plus points a game. They're currently at 8-3. I think they're playing well, and because of that, I got Dallas winning. They play 2 times during that week.
Yeah.
And at Phoenix, I got Dallas winning the first one. The only reason why is because I think they're going to take it light because they have 3 games in a row where they're playing sub 500 teams. And I think they're going to think it's a cakewalk. Dallas is going to come in there and try to surprise them. So I think Dallas takes the first win on Wednesday, the 17th. Thursday, November 18th, Philly at Denver. Who you got?
I got Denver winning that basketball game. Once again, Philly's dealing with that whole COVID situation. And then if Embiid was in the game to help offset what Joker was going to do, I would give Philly a better chance. But without Embiid in the game, it's going to be hard for you guys to beat Denver. And Joker's playing great basketball right now. So
I concur. Denver. I got Denver beating Philly just because we don't know if Embiid's going to be back. And Jokic is a freaking animal. And also, he's getting even more hype ever since he shoved old boy in the back, Morris, and then thugged it out with him, and his brothers got him hype. So I think he's going to take that momentum into the Philly game, be a little bit extra tough and rough. And then if Philly has no answer for him. Toronto that same night. Toronto at Utah. Who you got?
all right, I wanted to call that a close game, but I'm going to go with Utah on this one. I had initially picked Toronto to win, but I like my odds with Utah, so we're going to go with Utah.
I have Utah also winning that game. Toronto right now is 3 for 3 in their last 6 games. Utah is 4 for 6 right now in their last 6 games. I think Utah just has too much firepower, and they're in Utah. You know what I love to say about Utah fans. They
Nothing else to do.
pick potatoes, and then they only grow potatoes, and then watch Utah basketball. Plus, I had a meme that I sent over to Mike this week.
It was pretty funny.
Angel, and I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Friday, 11-19, Lakers at Boston. Who you got?
I got Boston winning that game, bro. I think the Lakers are a better team right now, but I don't think the Lakers are going to go undefeated, and I don't think Boston's going to lose every game. I think Boston needs to find their way, and then every once in a while, they shock you and play really good against decent teams. So I'm hoping they're going to raise their level of play to play against the Lakers, and the Lakers are still without LeBron, and I don't think LeBron's coming back anytime soon. I feel like they're managing his minutes. With that being said, I'm going to pick Boston to win this game over the Lakers, and they're in Boston.
I got Lakers winning. I think something came out today, LeBron's day-to-day, and I think I actually, on Wednesday against Milwaukee, I think LeBron's going to play because it is a big game and it's going to be televised. I think LeBron's going to come back that game because it's against Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
But I think LeBron will be back by Friday the 19th at the latest.
It's possible.
I got Lakers winning against Boston.
That's still a good pick either way. And I'll go with that. So let's go on to the next game. We're going to go against Dallas at Phoenix.
Last game
Friday
of the night.
Exactly, 11-19. I've got Phoenix winning that game. It's basically the same game as 2 days prior. I picked Phoenix to win both games because they're at home both games, and I'm a big Devin Booker fan. I kind of feel like Dallas might be able to steal one of those. Like I was talking to Shai about this earlier, but I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to go with Phoenix on this one. I'm going to pick Phoenix to win both of those games.
I got Phoenix winning this one. I only think they're going to get shocked on the first one, and I think the second one they come back and they handle business the way they're supposed to.
Gotcha.
So I got Phoenix winning the second game. Mike, take us home.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was another beautiful episode of the Cut and Debate Show. I'm Mike. This is my co-host, Shai Mo,
Yo.
also known as Cutie Pie, in case y'all forgot.
Holy crap.
With that being said, we want to thank you. We also want you guys to like, share, subscribe, watch us on YouTube. This is episode number 6. So feel free to go back and watch the other 5. We love talking about basketball. We love talking shit, and a lot of those episodes are pretty funny. This is Stellar Cuts Barbershop, 2214 North Miami Avenue. We're located in Wynwood in Miami, Florida. Please feel free to stop on by if you need a haircut. If you want to just shoot the shit with me and Shai, we would love to welcome you guys. We're here every Saturday shooting the show, so you're more than welcome to come in and be part of our studio audience. If not, you're more than welcome to come in any day of the week. Come get a dope haircut. Come see Wynwood. We're here. We're popping. We're ready.
Yo, go to the doctor. Get your nuts checked, yo. Go
Whatever
to
he
the
said.
doctor.